All right, so we're here in the shop. We got a couple A9Ls that we need to test, so I'm just gonna shoot it on my phone. We're gonna go out for a little ride, a little short test, and we're gonna get it done. First things first, we gotta get it out of the shop. This is my other shop, got my other house. This is my 363 TKX driven black turbo car. So my buddy Kyle sent me a computer that was faulty. So what we did, we ended up, since I run all my stuff on binary editor and A9L, I figured I would test it in the black car for him. And this is the old one that I put in there that I accidentally crossed wires with. It has 3 caps and a trace that needed repaired. So we're gonna go ahead and stick my quarter horse in Kyle's, and he said he had a problem with it breaking up at like 5,800 or something like that when he got out on the track. So we're gonna go out there and simulate that on the highway a little bit, just put it in like 3rd gear and see if it actually breaks up. All right, I'm just gonna pull this car out. It's still a fat little Foxbody, still 3,400 pounds. So since I'm gonna be testing them both, I'll leave this one here and I'll turn it, transfer it when it's time. This is my Moats quarter horse chip. Make sure my key is off. That's right. Yeah. You gotta be careful with these batteries. Sometimes these batteries go dead. Little CR 2032s. We'll set this off to the side. Be really excited if I find out that my trace on my other computer, my spare computer, is actually fixed. So Kyle's capacitors was completely jacked. There was probably, all 3 of them were pretty much ready to, you know, they were bleeding and they're all broken and everything. And I had this one changed too with its capacitors. As you can see up in there, they're no longer blue. See them? See the black capacitors? That's new. All right, so we'll go ahead and put Kyle's in there now. Let's go ahead and put the chip in first, just to make sure it seats. Shouldn't have a problem. Nice. Okay. All right, let's hope this doesn't mess my car up. I was supposed to test this out on Friday at the track in the white car, but I decided not to. That's good now. Hold this up. A little protective box. So we did decide to grab the old draggy while we were out. It is cold in Ohio right now, unfortunately, but it's good air for turbo stuff. Okay, at least the fuel pump works. Seems to start up without much problem. Let's go get it warm. horse as well. So I'm going to do my diligence to, you know, just put it in my car with the tune I know works. Might be his chip though too. So guys, if you're out there testing on these and tuning on these A9Ls, those caps that we always talk about can wreak havoc on your tune and your whole car and everything. So I've never heard of an A9L actually not being able to rev and break up at 5,800 on one that was bad with bad caps, but Kyle's was really bad. All three of them were completely dead. So I'm not surprised there was some issues. So let's switch it around and let's go back the other way. We'll keep it nice and safe, and we're only going to take it into third. Nobody's coming, so here we go. Very good. Worked out real well. All right, so we're going to take the car back to the shop, switch the computers. Probably not going to do a video on that because I had a bad trace on mine where I had actually ruined one of the traces. So, you know, I'll make a quick video. I mean, I'll add some of the footage to this, but I'm not going to like start the whole video over again. So I'll talk to you guys back in the shop. Ooh, she a little warm now. So we did that test with open and closed loop. Pretty much, you know, we didn't even actually turn the draggy on. Not really looking to race it. I was just looking to test it. Pretty good test subject to test it with because my black car again is on, you know, Moat's quarter horse. So anyways, yeah, it's the 363 turbo with TKX twin disc in the back, 355 gears. That's what we're running with. So we're gonna go ahead and switch the computers like I had said. That one works really good. So I think Kyle's gonna be really happy because he was really worried. It's just one less thing that he's got to dig through or try to, you know, figure out in his combo. For possibly being, you know, broken. All right, that's good to go. Yeah, I was hooking up the ECT on a disconnect, and I ended up touching the 2 signal wires. That's how that got blowed up. But let's go see if this one actually works now. The computer wouldn't start before. Like as soon as that happened, I knew what happened. It sparked. I keep my computer on the floor, so it's easy for me to kind of switch tunes and chips if I needed to or whatever. Let's go test this one out. All right, here we go. See if it'll actually start. Yes! My trace fix worked. So what had happened with this computer, like I said, I made an ECT disconnect on my harness. When I had an issue with my distributor and my fuel rails and all that stuff on my 363, so I still use the engine coolant temp sensor, which is usually found on your heater tube that runs into your heater box. Well, I actually have that still in my intake, and what I did was I made a quick disconnect. My wires touched. So when my wires touched, I seen a spark, and I'm like, why is the key on? Don't ask me, but we made a mistake. So, you know, we plugged everything back in, tried to start the car, and the car wouldn't start at all. But we did find the trace. We fixed it, we jumped it, we bridged it, and we fixed all the caps. So we're gonna go make a hit real quick and confirm that I have a good shelf A9L. See if it cuts up at all. Car's at about 170 degrees. It's happy. Everything's working on the gauges. So we will. Get it up to 6,000 range, make sure it doesn't break up, and just shift it normally. one that I said that was in my original black turbo car, and you can see the caps were replaced. You can see the caps were replaced, and I'll show you the trace on the bottom. So you can see that I ended up burning a trace right there. We bridged it, but we ended up fixing it ourselves. All right, guys, that's pretty much all I got for you tonight. We are out there just testing a couple computers. If you guys enjoy this sort of content, leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Check out that join button. I appreciate everybody for watching. We'll see you soon in the next video.